Good morning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are ready for showtime. If there is such a thing as the star of the show, this video will present it. This is the most important part of the entire treatment. The medical word for it is called cannulation. Those of us that do it ourselves call it the sticking of the axis. Like I said, this is the star of the show. This is what makes it or breaks it. The entire treatment depends upon a good stick. And we're about to experience what that is all about. Thanks to my ever so loving care partner, Elaine Hughes, better known as Wifey, we are going to do our best to present to you what this is all about. In the first video we produced, we showed what's involved in setting up the machine. Now we will show you what's involved in preparing the access for treatment. The type of access that I have surgically implanted in my arm is called a fistula. We had a doctor's appointment with the surgeon a couple of days ago, and it was somewhat of a surprise to him that having installed this fistula in 2010, we have had absolutely no issues in 12 plus years of sticking this access 3 times a week, every treatment. We're now treating every other day, and having had our 100,000 mile checkup on the fistula, we're expecting to be able to achieve another 100,000 miles with no issues. So, without further ado, here we go. First of all, we're going to set up our heparin bolus, and our prescription calls for 2,000 units of heparin per treatment. The heparin is somewhat of a blood thinning agent which prevents the fistula and the flow of blood from clotting during treatment. So, our heparin bolus is prepared, and the first step is to, by the way, I need to say that this fistula has been washed thoroughly prior to the beginning of the treatment, and we now use alcohol swab to add additional cleaning to the spot that we hope to achieve our stick. Say hello to the public today.
Hello, public.
All right. So, here we go, here we go. There are 2 sticks that's required for the treatment. The first stick is called the arterial, and we try to achieve that in the lower part of the axis. Once the stick is achieved, my partner tapes me up. And we move on to the second stick, which is called the venous. For those of you not involved in dialysis, a lot of this may or may not make sense to you. But for those of us that do this, to maintain our presence in the land of the living, this is the most important part of the treatment. Okay, we're now going to administer the heparin dose for this treatment. So far, it appears, thank you. So far, it appears that we have achieved a very good stick, at least in the venous portion of the axis. Now, we will check the arterial, thank you. And it appears as if our arterial is also good to go. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are ready for showtime. As per the machine instructions, we are now ready to connect. arterial connected. Venous connected. We're connected. All is good, and treatment has begun. So at this point, we will be running our treatment for approximately, not approximately, but for 3 hours. So we'll see you at the end of our treatment.